Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a testing out new makeup products video. Now I don't have an entire face that I can do today, but I'm just going to improvise. I'm just going to start with primer. So I actually don't have a new primer to show you guys today. So I'm just going to be using one that I love because I'm wanting to test a new foundation and show you guys a couple check-ins on how the foundation works out for me. I'm just going to be using one of the primers that I know I love, and I'm just going to put it on half of my face just to see if this primer works better with the foundation and makes a difference, or if it doesn't. So to do that, I'm just going to be taking my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer, and I'm just again going to put this on one side of my face. So I'm going to put it on my right side, which will be your left. And I just put this in the areas that I get the most problems. So that's like right here on my nose and right here on sort of on my cheeks, and then my chin gets pretty oily quickly, and then my forehead is probably one of the worst spots to get oily. Okay, so today I'm going to be trying out the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. This looks beautiful. The packaging is absolutely stunning and I'm so excited to try it. I did pick the lightest shade that they had at Walmart and it still kind of looks too dark for me, but we're gonna make it work. So the applicator on this I really actually love. It does come out in like a doe foot applicator type situation, kind of like a concealer would, which I actually really like applicators like this just because it's not messy. You can swipe it right onto your face and you're done. It's so nice. There's no mess. You don't get it all over your hands. And this foundation kind of smells like paint. Like if you guys have tried the, what is it? The Wet n Wild foundation. That's what this smells like. Not as bad, I don't think. To blend this out today, I'm actually going to use a sponge from Sonia Kashuk. Now this sponge I don't think is available anymore. I did buy it a long time ago, but I haven't used it and I wanted to use it today. So it's this little sponge right here. I don't know if it had a name, but it's the blue sponge and it looks like a sponge. I'm not loving it. Like I wet it and it seems like so hard. Like this hurts. Okay, yeah, I can't do this sponge. This is awful. It's like literally a brick. There's like no movement to it. Okay, we're done with this sponge already. That was sad. Okay, I'm just going to use the Morphe sponge instead and pounce this into my face. So I'm just going to actually go back in with a little bit more and try and blend it out as soon as I put it on my face, because sometimes that affects like the way your foundation goes on and blends out. So I'm just going to pounce that in. I think it looks pretty good on my skin. It looks like skin to me. Like it doesn't look cakey or like there's a lot of foundation laying on my face. It just looks really like natural. So that's good. That's good. I'm loving this so far. Okay, so for concealer, I didn't have like a brand new concealer, but I do have this one that I've only used once and it's practically new and I don't remember using it. So does that count? Does that count? I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. So it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer in the shade C3. So this is it right here. Like I know I tested this out, but I completely forget what it looked like. So the concealer looks pretty, I mean, I don't have complaints, so that's awesome. Let's see, so I'm just gonna set the concealer now with my Coty Airspun powder. This is not new, but I always do this and I didn't have a new powder, so I'm just gonna set this really quick and my eyes, because I conceal on my eyes too. I don't have another powder to, like a pressed powder to try out, and I don't have any eye products. So I'm actually, not eye products, eyebrow products. So I don't have any of those right now, so I'm gonna do those off camera and then I'm going to be right back. Eyebrows are done and I set my face. Now we're gonna go on now we're gonna go on to eyes. Okay, so here I have the Milani Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette. So there were two of these actually that Milani came out with, but I got the bold one that has the shimmers in it as well. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to put this all over my face. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna do these eyes. This shade in the palette right here, the white shade, and I'm just gonna set my eyes. Even though I already used powder, I'm just gonna set them again. And this does have a very like massive mirror. I don't want to blind you, but it does have a really big mirror on this, so that's nice. So there's only one shade that I can really use for the crease, and it's this shade right here, so I'm gonna do that right now. It's very pigmented though. Okay, so again, like I said, the only thing I really think that this palette is missing is more kind of like matte transition shades. So I am going to take this brown in the palette, the darker brown, and I'm going to put this in the crease as well to deepen it up. Ooh, that's very pigmented. We're not done blending, but we're gonna say we are for the moment, for the time being. I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and I'm just gonna blend mainly this eye because I kind of plopped it on there. So this shade right here, I'm going to try and add this into the crease somewhere. It does have a little shimmer in it, but we'll see. I don't see any shimmers. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back into the first brush I used and back just tapping a little bit of that first brown transition color I used and lightly going over the color that I just did just to blend them together. Okay, so I'm going to go into the gold shade in the palette because it looks absolutely beautiful. This shade right here, and I'm going to put this all over my eyes basically. Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was gonna need like to spray it or anything, but no, because this is very pigmented. I am getting a lot of fallout with this shimmer though. The shimmer is kind of like a loose glitter. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it seems almost like it's not like pressed together, but it's just like a loose glitter. It's still very beautiful though, like that's beautiful. So I am going to go under my eyes really quick just because I'm done with the shimmer, and I'm going to wipe away the excess glitter that's now all over my face. So I would suggest, if you use this palette, to do your eyes first, because we learned today that the glitter falls and the glitter stays no matter how much wiping you try. Back into the brown shade, I'm going to blend the shimmer out just a little bit so it's not like completely harsh. Now I'm going to take the shimmer right here in the palette and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this. We'll see if this is more like not loose glitter. Yeah, so that's not as like a loose glitter as this gold shade was. And then we'll go ahead and highlight the inner corner with this shade. Alright, so for now, I'm going to zoom us back out and we'll come back to eyes at the end. Okay, so I don't know if this is cheating either, but this is not a new product. It has been in my collection for a while now, but I haven't used it. So I kind of felt like that wasn't really cheating because I haven't used it. But it's the NYC Smooth Skin bronzing powder in the shade Sunny. So sometimes bronzers can look really orange on me because I am so fair. which I feel like this one is kind of doing. So it's not my favorite. Okay, next is blush. So I felt like this wasn't cheating either, but I've tried the formula of this product, but I've not actually tried this shade, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Mellow Wine. These are so pigmented and so beautiful. Like, I don't know why more people don't talk about these blushes, because they are just stunning. And I think I put on way too much, so I look like a con. But these are beautiful. I love it. Moving on, next I have, this is not a like new to the world product, but it's a new to me product. This is the Milani Strobe Lighting. It's a highlighter in the shade Afterglow. Face is done, so now we're going to go back to eyes. I don't have a new highlighter and I don't have a new mascara, so instead I'm just going to be using the Essence Volume Stylist mascara. This is like my favorite at the moment. And to finish off this look, I actually have a new lip product. So this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipstick in the shade Glossy Fawn. Oh my gosh, I just stabbed the crap out of the lipstick. I like the feeling of this lipstick. Okay, so it is now 3:28. I have my phone set to military time, so that's why it says 15, but that means it's 3:28. And so I'm gonna do a wear test today and see how this foundation works. Right now, as of right now, I'm loving the way it's looking on my skin. It just looks really healthy and nice and gives me a nice like kind of healthy glow to it. But I will be back in like an hour or two to check in with you guys and show you what it's looking like, and then just do a couple more check-ins throughout the day. But for now, I'm going to give you a close-up of what my skin looks like, and then you guys will see me later. Hey guys, so I am back with my first check-in. So it is about 7:06. I remember my phone is in military time, but it is 7:07 now. So this is just what the makeup is looking like. The lip product for the most part is gone. It's not here anymore because I ate. My foundation, it's looking really good. I actually do have smile lines. It's sunk in. But I feel like it's more sunk in on the side that I did not prime. I'm seeing a little bit of oil peeking through on the side I did not prime, but other than that, the foundation is looking really good to me. It is not caking up. It has stayed on my nose, and that is something that's like really hard to find. My foundations don't stay on my nose very well at all. So it's been about 2.5 hours. So far I do have a little bit of shine on my forehead that I see so far. Not really many other places. Everything else is holding up really great so far. Yeah, I'll do my last check-in in a little while here, and we'll see what it's looking like then. Hey guys, what's up? So this is actually the final check-in. So it is now, I had to think about that. It is now 10:18 according to Apple time. This makeup has been on my face about 7 hours now, and so let's talk about the final thoughts. My foundation's looking really good, surprisingly. Like, I do have smile lines, but it usually happens to me on a lot of foundations. Didn't wear off my nose as much as I thought it would. It did crease a little bit, which does happen to me because I have allergies, and so I tend to wipe like my nose, and so it like creases where I've moved my nose like up or whatever, if that makes sense. I can see my bronzer, my highlighter, and my blush still, so those all stayed. Honestly, to me, this foundation does not look cakey really anywhere except around my nose, and just because of the crease, it makes it look a little cakey. But other than that, I'm like really impressed about this foundation. It looks really good to me. Like, surprisingly, I'm really liking this foundation so far. It did, on the side that I put the primer on, it does look a little better than the side that I did not. There are more oils on this side, but still there are not a lot of oils, and I didn't like blot or anything. You can kind of see, I don't know, it's kind of washing me out, but maybe you can see right here, there's the creasing of the nose, and just in like the corner, it looks a little cakey. Wow, this lighting looks horrid. Oh my gosh. yeah guys, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you are having a blessed day or night wherever you are. Thank you again just for watching this video and hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.